Hello everyone and welcome to another historic video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Greenwire's Sacrifice combo deck that they really wanted me to take a look at ever since the introduction of Sacrifice. So this is a new card from the latest special guest set, and I'm actually quite surprised Sacrifice is legal in historic format, given that Dark Ritual is also banned in historic. But before we get into what the sacrifice is going to sacrifice in the deck, let's go over what the combo is going to be about, since it's going to be easier to understand why we need sacrifice in the deck. So first of all, this deck can technically win on turn 3. It does require 2 persist, which means you do need exactly 3 mana to work with. So first, you would want a Hoarding Broodlord in the graveyard. And the way you get cards into the graveyard are going to be through Psychic Frogs and Tainted Indulgence. And if you persist on the Hoarding Broodlord, when this comes onto the battlefield, you can search for a card from your deck, exile it face down. And since this card lets you cast the exiled spells with the Convoke, you can tap down the Hoarding Broodlord to cast a spell that you tutor for. In this case, we are going to grab Sacrifice. You're going to tap down the Hoarding Broodlord and then use the Sacrifice to sacrifice the Hoarding Broodlord. So that is going to generate 8 mana. And with that 8 mana, you can use the other persist that you have. This is why we need another persist, is we need the second persist to get back the Hoarding Broodlord into tutoring for a card called Final Parting. We use the Final Parting, except you're going to be convoking one of the mana that we're going to use on the Final Parting with the Broodlord that you just reanimated, which means that you're still going to have 2 mana left over since you just casted Persist plus the Final Parting. You're going to fetch Scholar of the Ages and another copy of Persist with this card and put the Scholar to your graveyard and Persist to your hand. Now, with the 2 mana that's floating from the previous sacrifice, we're going to reanimate the Scholar of the Ages using the Persist onto the battlefield. Now, this is why we need 3 lands to start this combo, because now we've used all the mana that was floating from the sacrifice, and now we have exactly 1 mana that is still left from our land. So with the Scholar of the Ages, we're going to grab a Persist and a Sacrifice to our hand, and use that Sacrifice to gain additional 7 mana by sacrificing the Scholar of the Ages. Then with the Persist that you grabbed, you can reanimate the Scholar again, which will grab the Persist and Sacrifice that you just used, and you just keep repeating this loop until you have maybe 20 mana floating. And with the last Persist and Sacrifice that you grab, instead of reanimating the Scholar of the Ages with the Persist, now you reanimate the Hoarding Broodlord, which you can use to tutor for a Mastermind's Acquisition. Now you play the Mastermind's Acquisition using the Convoke cost and the floating mana that you have from Sacrifice, and you grab a Torment of Hailfire to your hand. So if you've done X equals 20, that is going to deal 60 damage. So even if opponent has 10 things to sacrifice or discard, they're still going to be taking 30 damage from Torment of Hailfire, which should be enough to kill your opponent. And there's also going to be some exceptions to the rule on requiring 2 persist. For example, if you can cast Coiling Rebirth, as long as there's Hoarding Broodlord in the graveyard, you can basically tap out and still win the game the moment you cast this card. Since if you gift it, you get 2 Hoarding Broodlords onto the battlefield. One of them is going to fetch a persist, and the other one is going to fetch a sacrifice to start the loop. So it should be fun. So I'm going to be hopping over to some historic best of 1 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Okay, this one looks pretty good. Galvanic Discharge, Rip Apart. Okay. Maybe I should have taken the Galvanic Discharge. Perhaps. Really? Oh yeah, this one only deals 2 damage now. Yeah. They passed the turn. Let's try attacking. Draw a card. Get another Psychic Frog. Do we care about this card? Let's just let it go. It'll push that. Tainted Indulgence. Play this out. Seems like getting to the combo is a little bit difficult with the deck. Now we're just looking for Persist, and we did get our final parting. Which means we can put Persist to our hand. And we win next turn. So the combo goes like this. You Persist. Play the Scholar. Persist. Grab the Persist. We're gonna sacrifice the Scholar. Grab the Scholar again. So now we have infinite mana. I hope my opponent doesn't surrender. Boom. Okay, so this is... I think this is going to be the final turn. We're in the final parting. Grab the Mastermind's Acquisition. Put a card from outside the game. Hellfire for 14. Thank you, opponent, for letting me showcase the combo. Yeah, so getting to the combo seems a little bit challenging at times. I do think turn 5... This is turn 6, right? Turn 6 combo, not the fastest I've seen, but potentially you can win on turn 3, right? If you have the right cards. Sure. I think we can work with this. Bounding, Fatal Push. Birds of Paradise. So this is, so opponent's playing mono green Devotion. I wonder if I should actually, do this. Because I don't want to cast a Fatal Push next turn. In case opponent, like, doesn't play anything. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's actually wrong. Nice. Mill 4. Let's pass the turn. Champion of Lamborghini. Prosperous Innkeeper. Another Birds of Paradise. Hint Indulgence. Gotta Persist. I don't think we can combo because we don't have a second Persist. But we can get a Gristlebrand out, which is cool. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. We can get a Persist since we already have a Sacrifice. We'll just sacrifice this. Get a Gristlebrand out. So yeah, that's the alternate win con with like the Gristlebrand. That's something you can do if you can't get the combo going. Draw a bunch of cards. Okay, so now we can win the game. Get a Coiling Rebirth. This is the alternate way of comboing is you get the Hoarding Broodlords out like this. And then you grab one of them, you grab a Persist. And the other one, you grab a Sacrifice. And you sacrifice with the main copy. And then you Persist. Now you have 6 mana, right? You have 6 mana. Then you grab Final Parting. And then you tap your own creatures. Put the Scholar into the graveyard and then Persist to your hand. And then you Scholar. Now you grab Sacrifice and Persist that you used. And you keep repeating this. And then you should have the win. It's a pretty fun combo deck. It's just like the lines you're not going to be able to see until you actually play the game for quite a bit. It's not going to come to you like immediately since there's like so many different ways of starting the combo. Looks like my opponent's getting a little bit impatient. They're holding stops now. Maybe I should Fatal Push the Birds of Paradise. Okay. Fine by me, but get the gist of it, right? This is a pretty interesting hand, isn't it? This actually might be, Thoughtseize Myself kind of a hand here. We'll see. Whenever an enchantment enters... Okay. What should I do? Am I supposed to Founding the Third Path myself here? I mean, Thoughtseize myself? Ooh, this one's a toughie. I'm gonna Thoughtseize myself. Boom. Dogboss's Lair. So I actually need another Persist. Otherwise, we can't really combo off here. But I can put out... Oh my god. Okay, we won, right? So we Persist. Grab this. Grab a Sacrifice. Gonna sacrifice you. Grab the Broodlord. Now we're gonna grab a Final Parting. Tap you. Scholar. And Persist. We're gonna put the Persist to our hand. Notice that we have exactly one more mana after casting Persist. And you need that because we're gonna grab Sacrifice and Persist. And you use that last mana to loop this now. Sacrifice. Oh no! I did the wrong thing. No! Okay, hold up. We'll recover. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. Whoops. That is not what you want to do. Yep, that is not what you want to do. We're taking a little bit of a detour here. We're gonna put the Persist in there. Sacrifice, Persist. Yeah, make sure you click the right thing. Unlike me. Sacrifice, Persist. And at the end of the loop, we're gonna grab Mastermind's Acquisition, right? Sacrifice, Masterminds. Torment. Do it for 20. Boom. No, just sacrifice all your permanents and discard first. Wait. It lets them keep taking damage until it's over. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, it's a pretty fun deck. I would say. We might be dealing with a combo deck of their own, potentially here. Let's see. A Troxa. This is an instant speed. Oh, it's a shifting woodland deck. I see. Okay, we got Sacrifice. So we're also dealing against the combo deck that can potentially win on turn 4. So we gotta go fast. Ooh, what a hiccup. Holy crap. Amazing pickup there. Okay. Fatal Push was really nice. I don't think they're gonna block. What? Did they think they blocked? I think that's what happened. Yeah, I think opponent thought they blocked. Okay, so this is not good because we're about to lose here. We need to win the game next turn. Since they can become a God Pharaoh statue next turn and we lose the game. Come on. Yeah, at least the God Pharaoh statue is only gonna give them this exiles when it mills. Ooh. This is not good. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Thought season of Fatal Push. Darn. Close game. But couldn't get there. Yeah, the problem here is they're gonna mill 20 cards, which may or may not be like... Yeah, they took out my Mastermind's acquisition, so... And we only have one persist left, so... Yeah, pretty unfortunate, honestly. They mulled to 5, we took out one card, but they top decked the Malevolent Rumble, which was quite insane. Okay. I think they're gonna take out our Thoughtseize here, or Tainted Indulgence. Okay. Looks like some kind of a mono-black control deck. Psychic Frog? How good is a Psychic Frog, really? Maybe I just discard Final Parting. Darn, another Thoughtseize. You mill a creature. Oh, so unlucky. So unlucky. Short. Yeah, Necrodominance. Does this work in Historic? Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess they win with Sheoldred? Sacrifice? Think I have to Tainted Indulgence. Oh, our hand is so stinky. Very, very stinky. Okay, that has to be fatal pushed. That does have to be fatal pushed. Speaking of a fatal push. Sheldred. I think I have to kill this because it messes up with my combo. Sacrifice combo, that is. Pretty unlucky, right? 21 cards, no creatures to persist other than Psychic Frog, but it's not really what we're looking for. Yeah, we milled lands too, which could have helped us cast the final parting, but yikes. Hmm. Yeah, I will say this is not looking very good. Funny thing is there was nothing in the graveyard. Yeah, that's the funny part. There was absolutely nothing in the graveyard that we care about. Yeah, unfortunately you're gonna get hands like these. Tainted Indulgence, Fatal Push, not bad. Unlucky Witness. See what they got. They have a Marionette. Probably get the Amped Raptor out. Really? Maybe they think we're some kind of a control deck, you know? Probably makes sense. If they think we're some kind of a control deck. Try to get rid of a Marionette there. I'm not sure if I'm actually supposed to Thoughtseize here. I think I'm supposed to actually paint the Indulgence to see what we get. I'll just discard the Thoughtseize and keep a Swamp for the final parting next turn. Why don't they want to get rid of the Unlucky Witness? Confused. Oh, they have draw 2. Oh, we gotta persist anyways. Okay. We'll grab a persist. Sacrifice this card. Final parting. Scholar. And just in case if they have another removal, Let's put another sacrifice to our hand. This way, if they want to get rid of the Scholar in response to this enter the battle effect trigger, we can sacrifice it in response. And then we just do this loop multiple times to get enough mana. Yeah, let's do it. Boom. $23, $24, $25. I like the fact that this card is warded each opponent, so they can't even, like, use Sanctity, right? Ooh, no blue mana. No blue mana. Let's try this. Angels? Okay. Well, that's not good. Bishop of Wings. Can I win here? Let us see. The thing is, they have a Leyline of Hope and Authority of the Console together, which is really annoying, by the way. So I don't know how this is gonna work. They're gaining 2 life, right? Every time we do this loop. Oh, it's so annoying. So annoying. Yeah, I don't know how many times we have to do this. So we'll see. I'll just do it. Like, we're gaining more mana than they're gaining life per loop. So, like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be fine, but we're gonna have to do some math. We're gonna have to do some math. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to sacrifice. Can I win here? If I persist, Mastermind's Acquisition. I think I can win, but I just want to be sure. I'll go to like X equals 30 because that's 90 damage. Okay, I think X equals 30 now. We're gonna go for Mastermind's Acquisition. $35. I'm sure this will kill them. Okay, more than enough. More than enough. Any hand with a Psychic Frog is immediately good, but this one's even better with the Tainted Indulgence. Playing against an aura deck, it seems. So we want to go fast as possible. Hopefully we draw into a persist here. You know, maybe I should have played the Dark Slick Shore. Maybe they wouldn't have made this play. Okay. I'm wondering if I should Tainted Indulgence or Psychic Frog. I'm gonna go with the Psychic Frog. Problem here is we went second against an aura deck that has Demonic Ruckus and Light Pulse together. Now that is a travesty. So we might just lose the game next turn. We'll see. Okay, Thoughtseize not gonna do it. I'm gonna lose next turn, so I have to win here. Just in case, if opponent decides to block, I am going to make this flying so that I have a better chance at winning the game here. No persist. Darn. If I drew a sacrifice with the persist together, I could sacrifice a Psychic Frog and we would have still been able to potentially win the game, but... yeah. GG's. Okay, this hand looks fantastic. We're also going first. Leyline? Ooh, They have a Cacophony, Scamp, and Dreadhorde Arcanist. Might be a little bit tough here. Oh my god, how are they so good at this game? They're too good. That's insane that they just drew the clever Lumimancer like that. I'm pretty sure we're, like, almost guaranteed to die here. Like, it's not even close. Yeah, it's not even close. Because both of them have trample. Like, maybe we'll, like, barely survive. Nah, I think we're dead. We're probably dead. Yeah, well, we haven't died yet. I say quote-unquote yet. Can we win here somehow? Might be short on mana. We'll see. If I didn't have to Thoughtseize myself, that would have been perfect, but I think we actually do have it. Yeah, I think we do actually have it. Oh my god, I can't believe we won. I think we should be good to go. I'll do it one more time. Okay, we're gonna do it. Boom, boom. $23. What? You don't even know what I got? No! Okay, that is a very nice place to end, honestly. Alright, so I tried this deck out. Even though we went 10 and 4, I felt like the combo wasn't consistent. As in, getting to the combo wasn't consistent. Because you have to hope to draw into Persist. Otherwise, you have to Final Parting or Mastermind's Acquisition for a copy of a Persist, which is going to take a full turn 4 or turn 5, and then winning on the following turn. So, in a lot of games where I lost, usually I lost on turn 3 or turn 4 because I couldn't get to the combo fast enough. So for example, the decks you've seen, the Leyline, the red Leyline, they can kill you on turn 2, especially if you don't have Fatal Push. Versus an Aura deck, you could also die on turn 3 as well. And then versus a combo deck, there's the Shifting Woodland deck, which can kill you on turn 4 pretty consistently, depending on how they mill too, right? So although this deck can technically kill you on turn 3, the fact that it's not consistent enough in killing your opponent on turn 3, since it does require so many different cards, right? You need double Persist and the Hoarding Broodlord or Scholar of the Ages in the graveyard. And if it's a Scholar of the Ages in the graveyard, then you would need either Mastermind's Acquisition or Final Parting to use mana, or Gristlebrand as well. So I feel like the problem here is that with only the Psychic Frog Tainted Indulgence, I feel like it's not consistent enough to get to the combo as soon as possible. Any kind of interaction also kind of hurts too. Although it's a pretty cool combo deck, I see a lot of flaws with the deck that can't probably translate over to a best of 3 deck. It's a really cool deck, it's a really powerful deck if you can get the combo going, but getting to the combo takes a while, which meant that there's a good chance you might have already died in historic format. But I did have a positive win record but that's only because I was playing against some unoptimal decks a lot. It seems like there's a lot of casual decks in historic format compared to timeless. I think that's the biggest thing I've seen. I've seen a lot of decks that aren't very optimized that kind of gets run over by a combo. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.